Okay, so I was listening to Thabang and NELISA's conversation last night, and before their conversation, there had been a conversation between Yemi and NELISA, where Yemi was revealing to NELISA that Khosi had demanded for an open relationship between them so that she could be with Thabang and him at the same time, whilst he could be with her and Blue at the same time. And when Yemi had broken that news to her, the way she reacted, she had jumped. She had like, what? You know, she was reacting like my man was going to be in an open relationship under my nose in this house. You know, her reactions kind of got me. And then I listened to a conversation with Thabang last night, and guys, I got really pissed. And it kind of reminded me of a lot of things. I was reminded of how it all started, the beginning, you know, when NELISA and Thabang started, when the fire was burning between them. And then I compared the past to now. And it dawned on me that NELISA is calmly and sometimes agitatively playing the victim card, trying to paint Thabang as the villain between them, trying to paint Thabang as the cheating partner. And that did not sit well with me. That completely riled me up, and I said, no way. We're gonna have to make a video talking about NELISA's game. We're gonna have to make a video discussing NELISA and Thabang's relationship, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing on this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Aside that, we're also gonna be looking at Miracle's new thing with IPELENG. I have a lot to say, or maybe a few things to say about that as well. So let's get into this video, and as usual, I will urge you all to please go ahead and share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. And by the ways, there's something happening today. Who knows? Go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. Or maybe I should just tell you guys that today is actually my birthday. Yes, today is my birthday. I'm a year older today, but I want to know how many of you really keep up with me on this channel. So the question is, what's my new age today? Go ahead and share in the comment section below. You are all specially welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the tea. Remember, if you are not yet a part of this family, please do not hesitate to do exactly what you see on your screen. It's quite easy. It's absolutely free. All right. Now, quickly, let's proceed into this conversation. I'm sure that in your lifetime, you must have heard the saying that goes that you want to eat your cake and have it. Yeah. I have also heard that a lot of times, and sometimes I don't really understand what the saying means. I don't really understand how to apply it. But then when I look at the situation between Thabang and NELISA, it becomes very, very clear that, okay, that is a typical example of one person trying to eat their cake and having it at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you all cast your mind back to the early weeks of the show, you would have seen that Thabang really had this burning desire for NELISA. Thabang really liked NELISA. I'm not going to extend it to love, but he really liked NELISA. There was no Khosi in the picture. Yeah. The thing that existed between in fact, there was nothing actually really existing between Thabang and Khosi. Thabang and Khosi happened later. Yeah. But between Thabang and NELISA, Thabang really liked NELISA, and he did not fail to show her that he liked her. Now, if we all recall week 2, NELISA and Yemi, right? NELISA and Yemi were tail of house, and they had been instructed to communicate via using a board and a marker only. And that was the day that people really knew that NELISA and Thabang were actually an item in the house. They had been secretly doing stuff. They had even kissed, and a lot of people did not even know. Yes, that was the day that Thabang, or rather NELISA, had written to Thabang that, oh, you're actually a good kisser. And Tabang had said, oh, I can do more than kiss, you know, and we all make jokes about it. We're all excited that, oh, wow, the cute guy in the house, the cute girl in the house, they are an item. Let's see how it's going to go from there. It was that same period that NELISA was acting funny, you know, moving funny in the house, acting shady, acting like an instigator. And Melly had eyes on her, not because he liked her, but she became his prey, sort of, right? Melly had a mission to expose NELISA of her instigator vibes or whatever she was trying to cook up in the house. And Melly had been successful with his mission, yes. And NELISA knew that she had been ratted out. She knew that she had been exposed. So in order for her to cover her tracks, she had decided to come up with a plan immediately, right? And what was that plan? It was to become an item with Melly all of a sudden, so that Melly does not continue to put her on the spot to the rest of the housemates. Melly does not spoil our game. So it was quite surprising how on the very second night that Melly had actually ratted that out, she had gone ahead, after crying, she had gone ahead to reveal to Melly and one or two other housemates that she actually really likes him. Guys, that was really shocking to a lot of people, because we were wondering, like, okay, that went from 0 to 100. Melly too had been surprised, but the guy is a street guy, like he's street smart. So he too had decided to also play along with her game. And before we knew it, boom, they had kissed outside. Before we knew it, boom, that same night, they had actually had sex. Now, it did not even help matters that NELISA was the one that was initiating everything. Melly was obviously intoxicated with alcohol. Yes. So NELISA was the one running the show. She was the one calling the shots. She was the one that went to go and sourced for the condoms from Nana. She was the one that went to go and get the condoms. She took the first batch. It was not enough for her. She came downstairs again, took more and went upstairs, and they had a very, very fun night together. Now, the next day, NELISA was thinking that, okay, she's got everything under control. In fact, I think the previous night she had even declared that she did not like Thabang that much. Yes, that, oh, she's leaving Thabang to Olivia, who was obviously pining for Thabang's attention and affections. So she felt like, okay, she's got everything under control. Oh yes, Melly being one of the most observant persons in the house, being one of the smartest in the house. Oh yes, I'm with this person, and if we are together, maybe and just maybe it will sort of enhance my game on the show. So she felt like she had everything under control, not knowing that Melly is not the sort that anybody could actually use to play their game. And so our plans backfired. It did not work out well, as Melly had automatically the very next morning ghosted her, which resulted in the multiple, issues, the confrontation, the drama, and then that podcast, the Talk podcast that they had late in the night, where she had confessed her feelings to Melly, and Melly had outrightly again rejected her. And she had still been insisting that, oh, the reason why she couldn't be with Thabang is because of the age gap between them. The person she's really emotionally or sexually attracted to is Melly and not Thabang. And now, fast forward to Melly, getting evicted from the house. We've seen how NELISA has been working harder than the devil, trying to rope in Thabang into another intimate relationship with her again. And I'm looking at this girl, I'm asking myself, is this girl possessed with something or what? Is this girl possessed with the need to be controlling? Because that's her trying to be controlling. Now, this is the same guy that she had rejected, and guys, let's call a spade a spade. NELISA had actually hurt Thabang. Thabang did not know initially that she and the Melly had actually done stuff. It was from that podcast that Thabang found out. Thabang was really hurt. For a 21-year-old, to find out that the 25-year-old that he really fancies in the house had actually gone ahead to have something to do with another guy that's, within our age bracket, it kind of made him feel like a small boy. So Thabang was really hurt. And he had decided to look for his own source of distraction. And that was when Khosi also came into the picture. Khosi, who was looking for an outlet to, vent her frustrations from our own cheating partner, Yemi, who was actually having things to do with Blue Aiva at that time as well. So what started between Khosi and Thabang was more like two hurt partners who needed closure, who needed a comfort zone, a safe haven in that house, you know, gravitating towards each other and finding that safe space, you know, between each other. And then they decided to dwell there. And now that Thabang has found his safe space with Khosi, NELISA is working harder than the devil, fighting tooth and nail to get Thabang back, to rope him into an intimate relationship with her, trying to act, in fact, she's acting possessive, you know, stamping our authority here and there that she is Thabang's girlfriend. You want to come and claim back the person that you discarded, like it was nothing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I look at NELISA these days and I get really upset, especially because Thabang cannot hide his hurt. And yes, sometimes I get really pissed that Thabang gets to remind her that yes, she actually did stuff with Melly. But thinking about the whole situation last night, I just could not blame the young man anymore. I say, in fact, he should continue reminding her. She deserves it. Yes, she had a golden opportunity to be with Thabang, but all in the name of her wanting to play a game, this is what it has resulted into. And now she's trying to paint the picture of she's the victim. I mean, I'm wondering, like, NELISA, I don't understand. Was it Thabang that laid the bed that you lay on with Melly? They asked her, did she regret? Oh, during the podcast, they asked her if she regretted having whatever she had with Melly. And she said no. They asked her if you had the opportunity to do it again, would you do it again? She said yes. And I'm wondering, so girl, what the actual hell do you want from Thabang? What the actual hell? So yesterday, you know, after the whole live eviction show, when Yemi was telling her, you know, that, oh, Khosi was asking for an open relationship and she was acting dramatic, like she wanted to faint. I'm like, what's this one? It's shift. What the hell? And she's trying to make it look like, oh, she has a valid right to be upset if Thabang is doing whatever he is doing with Khosi. I'm like, is that not witchcraft? Is that not witchcraft? So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what your sentiments are about what NELISA is trying to achieve with Thabang, but as far as I'm concerned, at this point, I am 100% solidly behind Thabang if he decides to also use NELISA and discard her. Yes, this one is not a matter of women supporting women. Hell no. NELISA decided to trash herself. She decided to disrespect herself. So if she's getting that cold shoulder from Thabang now, 100% I say that she deserves it. Now, about Miracle and whatever he's trying to build with IPELENG, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm just going to give it to you straight up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's fake. It's not real. It is all for the show. It is all for Miracle's game. It's all to enhance Miracle's game. That is it. Nothing else. Miracle is not trying to build anything genuine with regards to intimate relationship with IPELENG. And I'll tell you why. Number one, Miracle has a lover outside the house. I spilled the tea about that conversation to you all last week. Yes, when Miracle had a diary session with Big Brother and he had revealed that the my bosoma that he called Khosi during the Valentine's week is actually him referring to his true love, the woman that owns his heart outside the house. Her name is Chibusoma. Okay? Yeah, she's a lawyer. A lawyer. So Miracle does not love any woman in that house. His heart is already sold out to Chibusoma on the outside. That's number one. Number two, Miracle already told Khosi a few days ago that every time Khosi hears him telling people in the house that he's over her, he's over whatever she has with Yemi, that he has moved on, that he's actually lying. That he's actually saying that so that people will take away their attention from them as a pair and focus it on other things. In other words, Miracle is not done chasing Khosi in the house. Miracle has plans. His plans, he is cooking up. His agenda is on the way. It's in the works. And very soon, in fact, sooner or later, he's going to reveal his true plans and his intentions. And he's going to start pursuing Khosi again. So for now, whatever he's doing with IPELENG, he's trying to shift attention from himself. He's trying to give the impression to the rest of the housemates that he has moved on. But Miracle told Khosi that he has not moved on. So whatever you see Miracle doing, you see him kneeling down in front of IPELENG like a loyal lover, a lover that's trying to pledge his life and all to IPELENG. It's all for show. It's all a game. It's not real. It is fake. It is part of his game. Yes, and he's also in a way buying screen time for himself. He's also aware that there's a portion of the viewing audience that enjoys shipping. So he is also aware that there are people out there that are pretty much interested to know if the villain of the house also has the capacity to fall in love. So he's trying to play that script. The villain script has sort of put him in trouble a number of times, and he's trying to avoid that kind of trouble as well. So he's trying to play the lover script to perfection, trying to show people that what Yemi could not achieve, he can actually achieve it. Here's the reason he's doing whatever he's doing with IPELENG. Ironing her clothes, washing her clothes, cooking for her, going to kneel down by her bedside. It's all a show. All right? So for those of you that are thinking, oh my God, Miracle is in love, it's all fake, it's a lie. Now, this is just my observation. I don't know what you all have been seeing. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I would love to know in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share, and I will see you guys on another video soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.